5 real ways the world could end. For the dinosaurs, it was an asteroid. What's it gonna be for us? And should you be making end-of-the-world arrangements anytime soon? Now there's a few questions that should be keeping you up at night. The good news for now is that scientists predict the world will be habitable for at least a few 100 million more years or so. The bad news? This prediction can change like the weather. Chemical warfare, supervolcanic eruptions, asteroid collisions, and the looming effects of climate change could all lead to anything from the collapse of civilization to human extinction. So, what's it going to be? Today, we're counting down 5 real ways the world could end. Number 5. A supervolcanic eruption. Experts believe 74,000 years ago, a supervolcanic eruption caused the greatest mass plant and animal extinction on our planet. The explosion ejected so much debris into the atmosphere, it brought the species to a brink of complete extinction and caused the Earth to cool by several degrees Celsius. Today, we have no way to anticipate eruptions any more than a few weeks or months in advance. Even if we did, there's little to nothing we could do to prevent nature from taking its course. The little data we have suggests a super eruption happens on average every 17,000 years. If that's true, we are long overdue. Before we move on to our next end-of-the-world theory, we have a quick challenge that'll just take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. Leave us a like, smash that subscribe button, and turn on notifications, and you'll win 10 years of incredible luck. Try it, it actually works. Number 4. AI. Scientists say there's a 50% chance artificial intelligence will be able to perform most tasks as well as humans by 2050, if not better on some of them. Then again, they predicted we'd have flying cars by now, so who knows. However, Will Smith in iRobot may have been right not to trust those machines, but not because they'll turn evil. It's more likely AI will become so efficient, it could pose a threat to us humans. For example, if you ask an obedient, intelligent car to take you to the airport as fast as possible, it might get you there chased by helicopters and covered in vomit. What's even scarier is the thought of highly intelligent weapons in the hands of the wrong people, which could lead to an AI arms race and break out into an AI war. Number 3. Nuclear war. Hundreds of nukes are ready to be released within minutes. A troubling thought, considering that the biggest threat of nuclear war may be an accident or miscommunication. Between the two of them, Russia and the US have around 14,000 nuclear warheads, and with a blast radius of over 2.5 miles and a 95% fatality zone that expands 6 times further, it would only take about a third of those warheads to end the world as we know it. And it's not just the immediate deaths we'll need to worry. Survivors will need to deal with clouds of dust and smoke shrouding the planet and blocking out the sun for years to come, causing temperatures to drop. This could make growing food almost impossible and lead to even further violence among humans. Number 2. Climate change. Possible effects of climate change are often modeled based on an increase 1 to 3 degrees Celsius a year. Either way, none of the scenarios look good. At best, we're looking at frequent and severe tropical cyclones. A more realistic estimate, however, predicts the loss of a majority of global freshwater sources and agricultural land, with major coastal cities like New York and Los Angeles ending up flooded. The worst-case scenario could mean the end of human civilization as we know it. Even if current global commitment to reduce carbon emissions are kept, there's a 1/3 chance of the Earth's temperature increasing by 3 degrees Celsius, which would cause most of Florida and Bangladesh to drown. Number 1. Pandemics. Great plagues have swept across the world twice over, killing an estimated 15% of the population in a few short years. This happened in the 5th and 14th centuries. However, with today's advanced urbanization and mobility, there's a risk that a new infectious disease could spread a lot faster, as we've seen with the spread of the recent coronavirus. About a century ago, the Spanish flu killed more than 50 million people, and recent outbreak of SARS and Ebola keep on reminding us that we're not immune to the risk of disease. Meanwhile, certain strains of bacteria are evolving and becoming more immune against antibiotics, killing an estimated 700,000 people each year. That number could easily become 10 million by 2050 if we don't continue to develop new advances against bacteria's antibiotic resistance. And those were 5 real ways the world could end. Which one do you think is going to be the most likely? Did we miss anything out? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this video amazing, you should definitely check out